Oh. They already tried to do this shit.
Multiplayer in Halloween is a 1v4 asymmetrical horror experience.
Oh, okay,
that pits
next
the
month.
residents of Haddonfield against the shape of pure evil, Michael Myers. In this quintessential slasher simulator, our playable cast of civilian characters desperately attempt to save their neighbors and themselves from the omnipresent boogeyman, while Michael fixates on stalking and slaying his targets. Halloween provides familiar elements fans of the genre know and love, but we're incredibly excited to pull back the curtain and unveil more details that demonstrate our commitment.
They already tried to do this. They
robust,
tried to do this with
and terrifying
Texas
multiplayer
Chainsaw
offering
Massacre.
yet.
Like they tried to do it with that game.
Michael Myers is a creeping, methodical killer. And on
This is
Halloween
just
night,
Dead by
Haddonfield
Daylight
becomes his
with
hunting
only
ground.
one
The
killer.
boogeyman's primary desire is to eliminate every living resident in this quiet town.
It'd
But
be
he also
interesting
begins
for
to
like
match a
two
list of special
months
targets
max.
that supply greater rewards if killed before time expires. These unfortunate residents are positioned across various sites in the map, and Michael players are empowered to use their nightmare suite of abilities to locate, terrorize, and ultimately execute their victims and anyone bold enough to interfere with their bloodthirsty ambitions. Killer Sense allows players to step behind the mask and stalk the residents of Haddonfield. When using this skill and entering the first-person perspective, Michael becomes aggressively aware of his surroundings.
So this is just a
and
mass.
the proximity of potential prey.
This is just
By focusing on
a mass
targets with
murderer
murderous
simulator,
intent,
is what this
Michael
is.
builds varying levels of stalk, which aid him in identifying and tracking targets and open increasingly satisfying options for executions. An effective killer always keeps their victims unaware of their presence until those final fatal moments. While historically Michael Myers isn't known for his speed, fundamental abilities like shape jump amplify the shape's mobility with hauntingly unpredictable results. In shape jump, Michael slips into the shadows to move around environments unseen. Not only does this increase Michael's base movement speed, but it also provides access to other powerful traversal options.
Oh, is that how he always catches up?
Which sends Michael lunging forward with
Is that how he always
momentum.
catches up and kills people?
Shape jump is confidently one of the most powerful tools at Michael's disposal and supplies unlimited possibilities for iconic jump scare moments.
Stay cool.
Oh shit.
However, that potency comes with a few major caveats. Our masked antagonist can only enter and exit shape jump while in the cover of darkness or outside a resident's line of sight. The light may provide temporary reprieve for the residents of Haddonfield, but Michael can work to remove sources of illumination by shutting off lights, cutting power, and even catalyzing temporary blackouts. Despite
Okay.
the unquestionable malevolence of Michael Myers, his horrifying homecoming to Haddonfield won't be welcomed without resistance. As the body count climbs and evidence of the boogeyman's presence becomes undeniable, local authorities, residents, and distinct playable civilians may decide to gather weapons and face off against evil itself. Thankfully, Michael knows his way around sharp objects and will have multiple options for melee combat encounters. And if especially persistent Haddonfieldites do manage to get the upper hand in an exchange, don't worry.
What the hell?
It's not possible.
We've said it once, and we'll say it again. You can't kill the boogeyman.
So it's a game you never win. Oh, survive the night.
While Michael swiftly endeavors to turn Haddonfield into a graveyard, our heroic group of civilian characters desperately attempts to save their neighbors and escape the boogeyman's bloodthirst. As a civilian, it's up to you to find fellow Haddonfield residents, convince them of his malicious intent, and guide them safely to one of several possible randomized escapes located around the map before they meet an untimely end. This distinctive cast of playable civilian characters each comes equipped with unique stats, special traits, and signature personalities. To ensure no two matches of Halloween play out the same, our team has constructed a vast playground of possibilities in Haddonfield, offering civilians a multitude of diverse gameplay systems to aid them in achieving their objectives and surviving the night.
This is just Left
Civilians
4 Dead
navigate these
or
environments,
Dead by
they'll uncover
Daylight.
points of interest, revealing resident NPCs, lootable containers, hiding places, telephones, possible escape routes, and more. Thoroughly and cautiously exploring your surroundings could very well mean the difference between life and death. And when death comes to your little town, it's probably not a bad idea to head to your neighbors and contact the local authorities. Civilians are tasked with tracking down surviving residents and warning them of the looming threat. Successful conversations with residents can permit civilians to request additional calls to police, commands to find secure hiding places, or companionship as they navigate the formerly peaceful streets of Haddonfield.
Should we stick together? Maybe we're better as a team.
Whether it's a local family,
How long is
friend,
this
or the
fucking ad?
authorities, there's safety in numbers. Once the innocent residents of Haddonfield have been located and persuaded, it's time for the civilians to plan their harrowing escape. Lootable containers scattered throughout the map contain weapons, distractions, and key items that can be used to unlock and access a variety of possible escape routes. The location of these items and escapes changes from match to match, so civilians greatly benefit from adjusting their strategies based on the objects uncovered. It's also worth noting that initiating these escape sequences generates a tremendous amount of noise, which will alert Michael to your exact location. So what happens in the likely event that a civilian becomes another display of Michael's wretched, inhumane nature? Well, their Haddonfield story isn't over just yet. Even in death, they can support their friends and even return as a sheriff's deputy or the unrelenting Dr. Loomis. Once they've re-emerged upon the streets of Haddonfield, they can cooperate with the remaining civilians and responding officers to try and put a stop to Michael's murderous rampage.
Freeze where you are, Michael. You're coming with me.
While he can't be killed, with enough community resistance, the proper equipment, and sheer manpower, he can be detained and shipped back to Smith's Grove Sanitarium. Halloween is a legendary film with a genre-defining legacy, and our mission has been to bring the film's unsettling sense of dread to our asymmetrical horror sandbox. By empowering players to control the tension and stage the scares, we're building a
This is just
multiplayer
a super
experience designed with
focused,
replayability
like,
at the forefront.
killer
We'll have
in
more details to share regarding character
Dead by
progression,
Daylight.
character traits, customization,
More details coming
proximity
soon.
chat, and more thrilling gameplay features in the coming months.
How
We
many
can't
more
wait for all of
fucking
you to join
details do you
us
want to
when
give,
Halloween
dude?
launches on September 8th, 2026.
The 20. I was almost a 10-minute fucking ad, bro. What do you? How many more details do you want to add? How many more details do you have?
If anyone is listening, this is Dr.
Seriously.
Lou Pierce on planet LV-558 in Storesboon. Xenomorphs have overrun the colony.
You're gonna give
I
us details on when he
repeat,
wipes his
overrun
ass?
the colony.